My beloved friend, creating content have really become a part of me. I am now addicted to content creating, but something happened. I was unable to upload my videos as usual on Wednesday, on Friday, and even on Monday. And it is not as a result of me being lazy. It is not because I am short of content idea. It is not because I am no longer being motivated to create content. But what happened? My body really forced me to stop, and I had no option than to obey it. And that is why in today's video, I want us to talk about what most persons really ignore. And what is that? Rest is not a weakness. Okay? Now, we in reality are living in a society or world, and everything is moving so fast. We call it the digital era. And so if you are not up and doing, it will look as if you are stuck. It will look as if you are backward. Why? Because you will see it so visible that you are left behind and everybody is ahead of you in life. And so we are always up and doing. We are always on the walk. We don't have time to rest. And trust me, body no be firewood. Okay? For example, if you have a phone and you are using this phone often, what happens? The battery will run down. The battery will die. And so for you to enjoy your phone again, what will you do? You have to charge this phone so that the battery can come up for you to enjoy your phone again. Let's take another instance of a machine. When you are using a machine and you don't do servicing, you are just enjoying it always, what happens? A day will come, reality check is going to happen to you, and this machine is going to knock. Why? Because you've not been maintaining it, you've just been enjoying it. And that is exactly what happened to me. I have been always working. I have my 9 to 5 job, and then I do content creation also. I have other engagements, and I am always working. And so I don't really have time to rest. And so what happened? I broke down and my body forced me to rest. Do you know that resting is very important for you? But if you ignore it, your body will surely force you to rest. What will happen? You will break down and you will not be able to function effectively again. And so what am I trying to tell you? I was sick. And that is why you've not been seeing me this period. Okay? And for once I felt guilty. I was sick, but then there is this guilt in me. And what is that? I thought about you because I know you are expecting to see my content. I felt guilty for disappointing you. I thought about the algorithm. I thought about consistency. I thought about my growth. But then I got to realize that fine, I am supposed to show up as usual, but this period I was sick really taught me some lessons that I will ever appreciate this period. And what is that? I learned in this period I was sick that your health is really your main wealth. We are pursuing money, we are pursuing success, we are pursuing growth, thinking that is the wealth that is so important and ignoring rest. Until this period I was sick, I never knew that. And so this sickness taught me that my health is the main wealth I should pursue. Because when I broke down, I was unable to function. I was helpless. I was unable to do the things I used to do on my own. I had to need assistance. Okay, the next thing I learned from this period I was sick is that consistency also includes knowing when to pause. So consistency, I was thinking, is all about you showing up, showing up, showing up. But I got to realize from this period I was sick that consistency also includes you knowing when to pause. I mean, you knowing when to rest. So it is very important. And I also got to realize in this period I was sick that when you pause or when you rest, that doesn't mean that you have ignored or you have destroyed your long-term discipline. You know, I have disciplined myself to the level that every week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and then Fridays, no matter how busy I am, I make sure that my video is out. But my beloved friend, I was unable to this week. I didn't show up on Wednesday, on Friday, and even on Monday. And this sickness made me to know that just because I did not show up this period, it doesn't erase the fact that I am disciplined. You understand? And this is very important for you to note. This period I was sick made me to understand that resting doesn't mean that you are weak at all. Because resting prepares you for a stronger coming back. This period I was sick taught me that when you recover properly, you will come back and function more efficiently. And now you can see me. I am strong, healthy, I have bounced back. If I had forced myself to upload a video, my dear, you wouldn't like me because I emaciated, I don't have strength, I can't really figure things out on my own. And you know, my kind of person, when I am sick, it is so pronounced. I don't need to tell you. You are the one that would tell me, Dora, it seems you are not feeling fine. That is how my body is. My body is self-explanatory. If you know me before and you see me if I am sick, you will know that all is not well with me. And when you see me forcing myself to do things, you will beg me not to, because you will know that I am stressed and I don't have the strength to do what I am supposed to do. And so I want you to know that you resting doesn't mean that you are lazy. It doesn't mean that you have quitted. It doesn't mean that you've lost focus. As people think, as we may think or feel, I want you to have a new mind shift. Don't see resting as a weakness, because when you rest, it's preparing you for a better comeback. And because you've recovered properly, what happens? When you come, you will perform even better than the way you used to. I am not used to content creating, and so this period I have not uploaded. I was restless, but these lessons I learned really calmed me down. It made me to understand that as a friend, that you are going to understand that for this my friend not to show up for this period, something is wrong. And that is why, as a good friend of yours, if I don't bring this to you, you wouldn't know. And so I owe you an explanation. Why? Because you've trusted me that I show up always. And so for me to disappoint you, I felt it is very necessary for you to know the reason why I have been out of YouTube for this period. I really care about you. You are my one and only friend, and I cherish the moments you and I always share together in this channel, okay? I want you to know that if you are like me, that always feel guilty whenever you are resting, I want you to know that resting is very necessary and important for you if you want to succeed in life, if you want to grow in life. And so, stop being guilty. Stop seeing rest as a proof that you are weak, you are lazy, or you are tired. Rest simply means that you have been working for so long without resting, without refueling yourself, without investing in yourself. So what happens? If you decide to ignore rest, your body, since it is not firewood, it is going to force you to pick rest. And that is why I rested. And so these lessons really cleared my conscience to know that I was not on the wrong path, but I really need to refuel myself to come back stronger for you, okay? Now, if this video really makes sense to you, why not give it a like? Share it with others who are still seeing rest as a crime, who are still seeing rest as a weakness in their life. Drop your comments in the comment section below. How do you view rest? Have you seen how rest is important through this video? Drop it in the comment section. What is your thought about today's video? Okay? This is Simplicity in Peak channel. I am your host Dora Bob, and I will catch up with you in my next video. Love you.